What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Calhoun Aviation Experience. And tonight we have a special stream as I am flying my favorite aircraft, the Boeing 757-200. I'll be flying it from Cincinnati to Charlotte, and we're looking at a flight time of an hour and 20 minutes. And we're gonna look to have a good flight. We are on the Vatsim Network, so you will get to hear and see. Well, get ready to hear, especially live ATC. So I want you to just get ready, sit back to enjoy. Let's have a good time, okay? We get to listen to some nice music and enjoy the flight over. So you'll get ready to hear ATC talk in just a second, and that's on the Simulatied Network. And we're gonna go ahead and get our flight started. Okay. I'm making some slight changes in my flight plan. The flight plan we'll be flying is a real world flight plan. This will be something that American will fly from Cincinnati to Charlotte, probably in a CRJ, but we're going to use that route. Um, and so we're going to get to have a little fun here. So welcome. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. This is the channel that me and the boys will be using to show you what we do and how we do it. And so today, of course, our flight will take place from Cincinnati to Charlotte. So let's go ahead and get ready and get started. I've already been given what they call a pre-departure clearance. And so you'll get to see in this little purple box at the top of the screen, you'll get to see that is my flight. And this is the flight briefing. It gives me the weight, the pounds, everything I need to actually conduct the flight. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Since I have my pre-departure clearance, I don't have a lot of extra work to do with ATC right now. So what we're going to do, we're going to load this plane up. We're going to load all of the ground equipment that we will need. We don't need the de-ice. It's not that cold. We might need a loader unit. We're going to load 170 passengers. It says 185, but this version of the aircraft can only hold 170. We're going to take how many pounds of fuel? It says we only need 17,000. I'll take 18.5. I don't mind a little extra fuel. Never hurts anybody. Our zero fuel weight is 175. It says 186 right here. That doesn't really bother me, but I'm going to drop it by 10,000 pounds by dropping the weight of the cargo. So now ZFW roughly matches the same, 175, 176. Not a deal breaker. All right. We're going to open all the doors of the aircraft, and I'm going to take you outside the aircraft so you can see how well this is simulated, and then we'll get to the overhead panel and start turning on the aircraft. But this is the Boeing 757. This is absolutely my favorite aircraft. Believe it or not, it was my favorite aircraft. I got to fly on it from Miami to St. Thomas. As you can see, this is actually, I don't want to fly CFM engines. I actually want to fly Rolls-Royce engines, so I'm going to change that engine model real quickly. Yes, certain engines give out certain different dynamics and power, so I really, really like Rolls-Royce engine. If it gives me the option to do it, and it's not letting me do it, so that's fine. I'm stuck with it. Whatever. I can fly with CFM engines. It's not a deal breaker. But let me give you a little tour right outside the aircraft so you can see what I see. Outside here, where's my check? There you go. You can see the doors open. Of course, we're fixed to the gate right here, so there's a door open. There is a door open there for passengers to get in. It's simulated as best as it can. Fuel truck, loader, all that stuff. So let's get to getting this plane started so we can get on our way, okay? So here's how we're gonna do it. Make sure y'all can hear this aircraft. We're gonna go to the overhead. We already have our ground power unit connected, okay? And yes, for those who are watching, this is roughly simulated to the real thing. So we're gonna turn on the battery. Auto. connect the ground power. Boom. Work down this. This aligns the IRSs. Basically lines the satellites to the plane so they'll know where they are. We're just gonna go ahead and turn on the hydraulics here. Emergency lights, window heat, turn that on. Let's get the temperature in the flight deck right. I love this aircraft. Absolutely love this aircraft. Here we go. Boom. Isolation valves. Open. There we go. We're gonna pressurize that. Alright. I've been given my pre-departure clearance, so it's not really a big deal for me. Alright. Put the glare shield up. Alright. Boom. Alright, now. That's what it looks like turned on. We're gonna go ahead and show you how we put our route into the what they call the FXC flight management computer. I'm gonna take a shortcut route here to this. We're gonna load out what we call a company route. ACBG, which is Cincinnati. I believe Cincinnati is landing south, so we'll do that. So we're going to Charlotte. That's good. Oh, I must not have loaded my route. That's alright, I can fix that problem. Let me fix it right now. There we go. CLT. Nope. Still didn't work. I want that route. Thank you. Activate that route. Ground. 2000 reserves. Altitude we're going to, based upon what it says, we want to go to 38,000. 38,000 feet. Cost index is a 57. And as y'all can see, I'm just plugging in this information. Now, the cruise winds. I have to get that from the weather report. And what it is that's the winds at where we cruise at 38,000. We need to know that because that affects the ability of how fast the plane is going to burn fuel. That is very critical to put in. Because, of course, if we got a headwind, then we're going to burn more fuel. Tailwind will burn less fuel. But we want to know, the computer can figure that out if you can just tell it what it needs to know. So on this route, 38,000, we got a wind of 280.54. 28 winds out to 280 at 54. So what we're looking at a slight tailwind, which is really good. Center of gravity is 31 with a trim of 32. VREF speeds, takeoff speeds are set. Trim is set for 3.2. That gets, we're gonna move this like that. The 3.2. Ooh, she's trimming right there. That's about 3.2 right there. Alright, let's set this takeoff speed. Boom, boom, boom. Now I've locked in these speeds as the takeoff speeds right here. Now, other than that, let's find out what my departure runway is. I believe we're going to be taking off south today. But guess what? We can actually tune in to what we call the ATIS, the Automatic Terminal Information System. Let's see. You'll probably hear it. I would think you could hear it. You know what? It would help if I turned on the radio. I did not turn on the radio. Sorry about that. Boom. There we go. Alright. Alright. So the ATIS is, there it is right there. As you can read up there, that's it right there. Departing runway 27 and runway 18 left. So we're departing runway 18 left. We're departing runway 18 left. So what we can do, we can plug that in. 18 left, and our departure is the Kinlan 5 departure. The Kinlan 5 departure. And height transition. Let's go there. Boom. There we go. Boom. Alright, tonight, let's see what controls we have on. All we have is Indy Center, so we're going to contact Indy Center right now. And we can push back and start at our discretion. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to close up the doors on the outside. Close up all these doors, close them all. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the APU, which is the auxiliary power unit. Start that. Turn that on. Fuel on. And we're going to go ahead and get this ground. Get all this stuff taken away. We don't need it no more. Alright, at this point we're just waiting for the APU to come on. That is the APU sound that you hear. So let's go ahead and get our pushback truck started. Runway 18 left, if I could take you above the airport right now. Right out here. This is going to be runway 18 left. So we're going to get ready to push back and start from this point. Push back and start up. I don't have to request it because he's already given me what I needed. We plan to push back.
Surrounding cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and check with Indy Center to make sure we have a good radio check. Indy Center, American 2578 radio check. Alright, I just want to make sure y'all can hear him. And he's a little low, so I turned him up a little bit. We're going to make sure we climb out of here and get out of here fast. Alright, looks like we should be on our APU. Alright everybody, let's get this, there we go. I just wanted to make sure y'all not double hearing anything. Alright, so we got the APU turned on, gens are on, we can come off, ground power now. Now we're off to ground power. That's connected, disconnected. We should be getting our pushback truck. Get that coming to us very shortly.
Ground cockpit, tow is rising up.
Alright, so we're having a great time. Of course, this is my luxury liner jet. Like I said, this is my favorite aircraft. I love flying it. I think it's funner than any of my other aircraft, but I have a whole fleet of aircraft that simulate very well. 737s, 757s, 767s. Oh man, I just got so many of them that I have right now. So y'all gonna get to see a lot of this that I do, and also you'll get to see the boys do some streaming. They did some pattern work with a CRJ 900 to let me know that he's still the king. So that's a nice little competition we got going between us right now.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
All right, I'm gonna get ready to connect, and he's gonna give me an initial altitude of 6,000. I believe Cincinnati is a Class Charlie airport. So we're gonna get ready to push back and start up. We are going to turn this to auto, and we're gonna get ready to turn those packs off. We get ready to start those engines up, and you'll get to hear them start up in just a second. see us lifting us up. I'm happy to have everybody listening and watching. It's kind of a test stream, to be honest with
So
you.
connected and bypassing service. Release parking brake.
We really need more. Really need a little bit better computer to run this better. But right now, hopefully this holds up the way I want it to. All right, we're gonna release the parking brake, and we're going to get started.
Starting push back, and you may start engine.
Starting engines. We're gonna start engine number 2 first. Grounded, as you can see. Starting up. There you go. Those Rolls Royce engines have a different sound. Man, I love the sound of that. But I got 5 of these CFMs today, so y'all pray my strength. Alright, engine number 1 has been started. We'll start engine number 2 in just a second. So y'all can see how that's started up. We're gonna wait till the pushback truck stops me, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. And come on, frames. Come on, baby. There we go. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and start this up just for the sake of time. Grounded. Engine number 1 is starting up. Almost in 2. Fire it up. Just so you can see it firing up right there.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set parking brake.
Disconnected tow. Stand by.
All right, let's get ready to get out of here. Runway 8 left is over here, so we're probably going to end up taxiing via Tango, but we'll see what ATC gives me. Gotta turn those packs back on now. Back to auto. I'm gonna turn on my lights. And what I'm going to do is just, I don't need safety anymore. Okay, let's go. Indy Center, American 2578, requesting taxi runway 818 left.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Step away for like 4 minutes.
Okay, we'll hold up. Apparently the controller had to step away for about 4 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just make sure we get our engine is spooling up properly like it should. It looks like it is. Get the engine spooling up. That's a good sound. That's a good sound. There we go. Indy Center, American 2578, requesting taxi runway 18 left. Juliet Tango, runway 18 left, American 2578. Here we go. Pulling up. Takes a little minute for this. And actually, the oil and the gas temperature has, I didn't let it really warm up like it should, so it takes a little bit of time for it to get going, but that's actually simulated also, that the temperature has to get to a certain point where it's really functioning properly. But nonetheless, we're going Juliet Tango tonight. Tango is one right here. Now this is X-Plane 12, so this is actually fairly new as relates to simming. I've had X-Plane 11 and 10, but this is the newest version, so there are some bugs with it. But so far, the 7.5 and the 7.6 that I do have seem to work pretty good, except when the frames become an issue like that, and I don't like when that happens. That only means I just gotta start looking at getting me a better computer. And the computers now are so high tech to run these things. But X-Plane 12 is still what I consider a baby, as relates to 11 is like 10 times more stable than this. But you know, when you get the new toy, you gotta play with the new toy. New toy is gonna require a little bit more power from me, so my computer's really doing a little bit of work. We're gonna set flaps to 15. Give y'all a view that a lot of the people in the window seat get sometimes. So our flaps are being set to 1.5. And they're setting what there. American 2578, clear for takeoff, runway 18 left. I'm gonna go right to the, I'm going straight to the end, because I'm gonna need a little bit more power than more. He's already cleared me for takeoff, so we're good. And the speed on taxi not to exceed 35 miles an hour. And to be honest with you, you rarely see that because, of course, how big these planes are and how you need to make those slight turns. All right, we're clear for takeoff, runway 18 left. So everything is set. Speed set to 240. Initial altitude 6,000. We are set. Lights on. Flaps set. Let's get ready to roll on these throttles. And I love this. It takes a lot of grip. I'm rolling on throttles right now. Runway 18 left. Rolling. Here we go. Let's enjoy this ride. Go. Close now. V1. Rotate. Gear up. Past it up, there we go. Alright, passing. There we go. American 2578 passing 2,000. I apologize. Squat mode Charlie. up to 380, 2578, and I'll step my squawk again. Okay, set my squawk, 6633. That was a no-no. He's cleared me all the way up the cruise. He is the center control, so he's the top anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and set this all up to 380. We got a straight climb out. I intentionally set that speed to 240 to maximize my takeoff. Maximize getting out of there. I will give y'all a good little view. Has so much power behind it. Woo. All right, everybody. I've set the plane to do its automatic climb. See how I'm going to maximize the power on the climb. Just so you can see how it's making adjustments on it right there. So right now, of course, I'm going to zoom out on my little map so y'all can see the map at the top. I'm going to zoom out, get this clear so y'all can kind of see what we're doing. Right now we're in the Indy Center area, which is right here in the shaded blue area that I'm touching. Eventually we will be hitting Atlanta Center. In Atlanta Center, then we'll go over to Charlotte. So right now we'll be under Indy Center. Oh, turbulence. Ooh. Everybody sit your butt down until we clear out of here. I can turn the lights off as we're above 10,000. There we go. We said clear those clouds. Ooh, I do like that. Hey Carl, check this out. When you're passing through clouds, the turbulence is bad. They're simulating that now. I can tell that's what they're simulating. That's going to be pretty cool. What was that posted? Oh yeah, that. I didn't do the safety demonstration. If you can hear it, you can hear it. If you can't, it's not a big deal.
2578,
Clear direct Skyway 2578. Wait, he's giving me a direct route to cut down my flight time. There we go, direct to Skyway. Skyway puts me right at the corner of the intersection between Indy Center and Atlanta Center. So they're shortening my route a little bit. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and prep for landing, believe it or not. We're flying the Flips 3 arrival into Charlotte. Nope, I want that. Flips 3 arrival into Charlotte, and it's a Skyway transition. Charlotte is landing. Might be landing south, so we'll find out. I'm just not going to put the arrival runway in. I at least want to get my arrival set in there. So that's the Skyway transition. And we're going to go climb straight to 380 as fast as we can get there. Just so you'll know, you can see that route right here also. I'm going to fix it. There you go, see. Our top of climb gets us right before Skyway, and then our top of descent into Charlotte, it's in the Atlanta Center. So that you can see, I know there's a box up there. I'm going to let you see where the top of the climb and the top of the descent is. But this aircraft, I love flying it. Absolutely one of my favorites. So far, we're heading up. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Y'all make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. You'll see some content from myself, from my sons, as we journey through aviation. Myself, I'm definitely looking to get my private pilot's license. But my baby boy, Captain Layton, he wants to fly regional jets. And William is kind of just on the fence. He wants to fly business jets, private charters. So that's like your Challengers and your Embraer 450s and things like that. So we'll see where life takes them. But this is for fun. This is for learning. Subscribe to the channel, but also make sure you go look at some of the content that's on the channel. Join. Sorry, I can't listen to ATC, but join the channel. It's going to be a lot of fun content. I'm going to try to be doing a lot more streaming using aircraft on here. So, like I said, right now, I know I'm going to end up getting me a new computer very soon. But for right now, the 7.5 is holding up really, really well. And we're not just going to fly in the U.S., y'all. Check this out now. We're not flying just in the U.S. here. We're going to fly all around the world. That's kind of the way I've done it for the last 5. I've been simming for at least 7 years, 6 or 7 years. And let me tell you something. No, it's been at least 8 because I have pictures of my baby girl when I was simming. So it's been 8, 9 years since I've been simming. And trust me, U.S. flying is I like to go to different places, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, the islands in the Pacific. I do it all. And so I have been as far as Dead Horse, Alaska, which is near the Arctic Circle in the sim, because all the airports are simulated. Their arrivals, their departures, if they have them, it's all simulated. So a lot of pilots transition, and even the air traffic controllers that you hear, a lot of them transition to real life jobs from out of the sim world. There's 3 major sims that people can get. One is it's like this one, X-Plane 12. X-Plane 11 is the old one, it's the more stable one. It's X-Plane 12. There's Microsoft Simulator 2020. That's a new one. The graphics on there are amazing. I'm not gonna lie, it is. But for flight dynamics, X-Plane, in my opinion, is the absolute best. X-Plane is absolutely the best. And I have a bigger variety of aircraft that I can show you once they get up to date with updating for X-Plane 12. And then you have what they call Prepared 3D. Prepared 3D is kind of dying because of Microsoft Simulator. And I'm not going to get into the back and forth why that's the case, but for me, I'm flying X-Plane 12. And this is what I do. I'm going to turn it out just a little bit. It's going to take you to the outside of the aircraft. So you can see what's going on. See the ground textures down there. Look, I'm going to say this, Ralph, for this stream. This is my favorite livery for America. The metallic red, white, and blue. That is my favorite livery. The other livery, I guess I'm just a novelist, but this right here, on this plane, yes, I do not fly the other livery at all. Even on my 737, I do not fly the new livery. I only fly the old. All right. Let's see where we're at here. There we go. We are climbing past 28,000. We're going to get there, as you can see. This little green bar you see right here is where it expects us to get to cruise altitude. There's Charlotte over there. So hopefully I get a descend via the arrival and I can kind of descend myself down. If not, you'll get to hear me talk the ATC all the way down. So thank you all for tuning in. This is my hobby. This is what I kind of do at night when all the kids are asleep. Because late in them, they want to do it. You know, this is what I love doing. All right. let's see. Well, since we're about to approach our cruise altitude, we're definitely gonna turn up what I call my mood music. I love Cuban and Latin. It is just a mood setter. So I'm gonna turn it just a little bit in the background for y'all to hear. You're listening to Rodrigo and Gabriella. And so, all right. Yeah. We are cruising, y'all. I'm gonna be right back as I'm gonna get me something to drink for this nice little flight. I'm not worried about ATC too much as as we have a good little bit to go. Sorry about that. We have a good little bit to go. Just so y'all can see how the depth of the way the simulator is simulated. Yes, all those buttons do what they're supposed to do. All of this, pretty much as they do in the real aircraft, all that simulated. As you can see, that little FMCs. All of it works. They are working even to a point of getting. Well, actually, I was wrong. They actually do have it simulated. Okay. They're working on getting this fuse circuit breaker up here actually simulate. That's going to be really, really crazy. But that's how detailed that they are to bring you as much realism. The makers of Flight Factor. Flight Factor is the maker of this aircraft, and the owner of Flight Factor just became a 777 captain, and so they are making the 777, the Boeing 777-200, and the Boeing 787 for X-Plane 12. And the pictures of it are amazing. They are amazing. And so you'll get to definitely see it as soon as they release that. I will definitely stream it. But you're going to see the various aircraft I have, such as the 737-800. What other ones are for X-Plane 12 right now? 767, 200, 300, and 400. I have all of those. Yes, I do. I actually have a classic one that I absolutely love. It's my favorite aircraft in here besides the 75, and that is the McDonnell Douglas MD-11. I flew it last night with my good friend Evan. We did simultaneous approaches into Houston on it, and it was amazing. So the MD-11 is one of my favorite. What are the planes we got for X-Plane that's ready right now? I think that's it. Oh, I'm wrong. You'll get to see the Airbus A319, the A320, and the A321neo. I have all those aircraft set for X-Plane 12 that you will get a chance to see. I'm gonna bring this up because you do see something very unique on here. It's called a TCAS. As you can see, there's an aircraft about 1,000 feet above me and close to me. I'm surprised he hasn't given me a traffic call out, but let's see if we can spot it. Where is he? Well, he might not be in my range. It's just picking him up at a far distance. So, that's fine. Well, we are getting close to Skyway. And so the Atlanta Center controller tonight will be. We got all that. Oh, right. We have the Charlotte ATIS, the Charlotte Approach ATIS. That is good. That's what we need. Here we go. It says Charlotte arrival, ATIS information. Simultaneous approaches in use, expect visual approaches. Expect visual. Oh, that instruction. Here we go. I'm sorry. Information ATIS 230 at 3. Simultaneous approaches in use. Runway 18 left, 18 center, 18 right. Runways 5 and 23 are closed. For taxi, transponders required. Backspace read back all runway and hold short instructions with the call sign. Advise you have information tango. Alright. That is the arrival ATIS that we have information tango. Okay? So Atlanta Center, our Atlanta Center controller tonight is going to be 132.97. We're going to set our radio to that so that we can be ready when they call. Go get me a little drink, and I will be right back with you. Hope everybody's enjoying a nice little nightcap stream. And yes, this is simulated to even time. Meaning, like, if it takes really an hour and 20 minutes based upon the winds, based on the winds, that's how long it takes in the sim. So yes, the longest flight I've done in the sim is 18 hours. And I flew from Hong Kong to New Jersey in the 777. Of course, I didn't have any passengers in it, so that's not like a flight that long, but I think it was a 777, but it was 16 hours from Doha to San Francisco. That's my longest flight. So you'll get to enjoy that. So I will be right back, y'all, and y'all take and enjoy the music, and I'll be right back.
Maintain flight level 330.
Repeat that for American 2578. Send the 330 2578. He wants us down now. All right. Get my nightcap while I'm descending. All right. Had to get me a little nightcap in here. Had to get my nightcap. All right, everybody. He's to send us down. I'm pretty sure he's about to send me to Atlanta Center in just a second. All right. What's the nightcap tonight? What's the nightcap tonight? I don't know. I don't know what mood I'm in. Yes, y'all, I do have a semi-bar in my cockpit. Uh-huh. All right. American 2578 contacting the Atlanta Center 13297. Thank you for the great ATC tonight. Atlanta Center is very, very busy, so I'm going to be focusing more than I'm going to be talking. And Mr. Rodrigo and Gabriella are going to have to, they're going to have to silence themselves a little bit because that Atlanta Center is just a little bit, Atlanta's busy. One of the busiest airspaces in the world. Even in simulation, it is.
60 Delta 5.
I did not clear this discontinue out. Atlanta Center, this is American 2578, flight level 330.
We get that heading one more time.
American 2578, flight level 330. We're going to proceed direct to comedy.
Is that for United 2046?
I'm going to look on my charts. Oh, you see me?
We're all back here on 133.97.
But as everybody can hear, very busy tonight here in Atlanta Center. And what I'm doing, I'm going to show you what they're seeing Right here on that top purple box. Right here. This is what's going on. We're going to speed up a little bit. Alright, so since we're already beginning our descent down, we're going to go ahead and get our approach speed. Our approach speed is 130. We're going to come in around 132. We're going to hit right about that upper level there. We have not got the runway yet, so we don't know what ILS to put in. We'll get it in just a second. Once we're on the approach control. He's going to drop us right down onto the ILS. So. Descend via the Blitz 3 arrival, Charlotte landing south 2578. Alright, so I can go ahead and descend via the arrival. Crossfade. There we go. Now she's starting to descend down. This plane really fights on the descent. I usually have to use speed brakes to really let her come on the front. Trying to have me a contact Charlotte approach on 127.7. I'm probably gonna get 18 right or 18 center on the approach. Okay. Requires a little more concentration with Atlantis because it is so busy. And you hear your call sign, you gotta give them the information they need really, really quickly. And probably in real life, I got my friend, I call him a friend and brother, first officer, Hampton Terry watching. He knows the importance of listening and getting your information back to the controller. So if I'm not talking as much, it's because I'm listening. Have it set for 3006, which is the altimeter. Make sure what they're seeing, what I'm seeing, the same thing. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to be 18 right. That would be the closest ILS to get to me.
We're at 7,700, climbing to 340. 2642, climbing to 340.
Drag required. Now it's fighting. There's no way to put those speed brakes out. It requires it. All right, we're gonna cross flips at 16,000.
Atlanta Center, November 46, Former 3. Flight level 250, November 46.
I'm gonna set for the runway 18 right approach.
644, leaving airspace, radar service to perfect exchange clear.
Greetings, speed approved, good night, that was 644.
We're gonna drop the 250 at Glaxy. So basically, I'm following this approach, speed-wise and altitude-wise, to make sure I make the right turns that I need. So now we're passing through 18,000. We're going to check the altimeter at 3006. There it is right there. Approach speed.
2578, contact Atlanta Center 12135.
12135, 2578.
822, contact Atlanta Center 12135.
Atlanta Center, American 2578, descending on the flips 3 for Charlotte.
Contact 2578, Atlanta Center, hello, Charlotte, altimeter 3008, more than 1 hour.
Altimeter 3008, 2578. So they're reading 3008, so I'm going to match them up. There we go.
We are ready for northbound south of the airport. Kilo Golf Sierra Papa Papa.
It is good, Center, hello.
It's a little windy out here. I just wanted to put these two screens. I typically don't fly with these two screens right here. I can do a lot of things. I can show a lot of information on that data screen. I can put the route data and it'll tell me everything about the route right there if I wanted to. But I'm just showing you how I read the FMC and do what I need to do. Set up what I need to set up. So the next waypoint will be at the flips. We'll descend to 12,000 at Glaxy. We're gonna cross Glaxy at 250 knots. So I'm gonna go ahead and just slow down to 250 knots now, and 12,000 on the altitude because I'm descending on the arrival, so I have to follow all the restrictions of the arrival. Probably gonna,
578, contact Charlotte, approach 12.7.
contact the Charlotte.
65 Kilo Delta, 3000, 3500, southbound. 65 Kilo Delta, Atlanta Center, radar contact, is on course. Yeah, course, Field Delta.
American 2578 contacting Charlotte approach 127.70. Now I'm down to Charlotte approach. Good. Charlotte approach. This is American 2578. Descend on the flips 3. Descend to 12,250 knots at Glaxy. Oh, I messed up and gave the wrong frequency. Charlotte approach is 12615. Oops. There we go. Charlotte approach, this is American 2578 descending on the flips 3 down to Glaxy at 12,250 knots.
American 2578, Charlotte approach, good evening, sorry for the lag in communication there for a second. Charlotte, altimeter 3008.
Charlotte altimeter 3008.
That's affirmative.
I have information Tango also.
Good to hear.
But he's gonna assign me a runway that he's gonna give me. I'm hoping it's runway 18 right. But I've seen it funkier, so let's set this. Gonna set our frequency of the runway. 183. I might ask him. Charlotte approach. Which runway am I expecting to ride? Was it 18 right or 18 center?
Bear 2578, Charlotte approach. Whatever runway you would prefer, sir. That's what you're gonna get.
Sure, I would love to take runway 18 right if possible.
Runway 18 right.
Hey, firm.
Bear 2578. Runway 18 right is yours. Expectation sectors for this approach, runway 18 right.
Expecting vectors for the visual runway 18 right, 2578. So basically, I'm expecting what he's going to do. He's going to direct me by giving me headings to that runway so he can set me up for a final approach. This is going to be a little fun. I've already got runway 18 right set for the ILS, and you'll see how the localizer captures the plane, and the plane will turn to the localizer. So, what's up, Lucas? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream, man. I'm so sorry I didn't see the chat box right over there. Hope everything is going well for you tonight. Yeah, we're doing this nice little thing. So far, so good. Stream is holding up really well, and so these frames right here are hitting around 25, 26. That's still a little low to me for streaming. I really want to be in the 30s, but like I said, right now X-Plane 12 is so new. It is so new, and so they're gonna optimize it, so it's gonna probably get better. But I'm definitely looking at getting a new system. That's not a question. And a new system is not very. It's worth it, absolutely. I'm just gonna connect the RUT key. Send the 7,000. 7,000 will give me my altimeter. We're under 10,000 feet. Being under 10,000, lights on, and you must drop to below 250 knots. Okay. And for those who are in flight sim, you know all these rules, but of course I'm talking to those who may watch this who don't have a clue what we're doing. But we're flying the 757 tonight, y'all. This is, of course, like I said, it's my favorite plane in X-Plane, next to the MD-11 now. MD-11, that's Carl, that's our baby right there, boy. Ooh, y'all. I actually have a video of me flying the MD-11 in X-Plane 11 on our website, on our Flight Calhoun Aviation. It was a test stream. Go check it out. It's nice. I love the MD-11. It's a cargo jet. It was a passenger jet at one time, but it's a cargo jet.
2578, 7 maintain 4,000 if your FFC wasn't on YouTube.
All right, descend to 4,000, 2578. All right, so he's gonna give me 4,000. I guarantee he's gonna cut this in half. He's gonna cut that ILS right in half. He's probably gonna get me towards fishing and cut me right across it. And then he'll ask me if I see the runway, and then we'll go from there. But yeah. Oh man, what a time. But definitely, Carl, I gotta get me a new one. I saw a system that was really nice. I think it's right at 3,000, and it'll take me to X-Plane 13, 14. So I probably would have gone with that.
2578, I'm having a brain fart right now. You said 180 right or 180 left?
18 right, sir.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just didn't want to be wrong.
No, you fine, man. I understand. I'm a controller, so I know. Dang, y'all. So, all right. So we have everything set for a 18 right approach. We have the ILS frequency, the course, speed I want to come in. It says 131. I'll shoot for 132, but I don't know if I need to shoot for 131. I'm gonna look for a nice, smooth landing in there. Then we'll contact tower, but we want to make sure we're set for tower frequency, which is 118.1. So I've set that into the radio here on my panel. But y'all see that that's the next frequency. It's always good to be proactive in flying and not be active. Yeah, I wish I could show you like this panel with all these controllers. So I can see what controllers are on, so it does help me a little bit to know what's coming in. But when you're flying in the real world, you gotta just know it. They're just gonna give it to you, you have to go. He's probably gonna give me a heading soon, so let me set my heading right. Looks like the winds should be relatively calm at Charlotte. They're a little swirly right here at this altitude, but hey, it'll be all right. Pull up the Charlotte airport so I can see where I would like to go when I park. Oh, Indy went offline? I'm gonna look for the Bravo gate at Charlotte. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my speed to 20, but it's gonna take time to slow down. It's light to slow down. Good. Selling. Turn right 150 to join the runway 18 right localized 2578. So turn heading 150. So we're turning 150. Now I'm going to set this so it captures that frequency that's right here for that runway. And you will see this change. I'm going to change this out for this screen right here. So you will see this change over to localizer. You see this, see the loc right there? It will light green once it captures the runway. So now we're on a vectored approach. We'll report the field once we see it, 2578. Yes, sir. We have localizers now alive, establishing localizer on runway 18 right. I'm going to set the approach right now, but we're going to actually begin to descend once we see, there it is, I can call it. American 2578, I have the field at my 12 o'clock. Clear visual approach runway 18 right, 2578. Now basically, I could hand fly this if I choose to. Okay, I'm not choosing to hand fly it yet. But that's what the visual is. If I see the field, now I can fly to the runway. Okay, that's where you get that visual approach from. This is now I'm established on the localized. I'm established for an ILS approach, so the plane is connected to the runway right now. Okay, so I'm getting the best bang for my buck right now. And we're gonna set the auto brakes for 2. The little winds are still a little swirly up here. As you can see, this little red dot means we're about to capture what they call the glide slope. This GS will light up once this thing hits it. That means now the plane is captured to be pulled to that specific runway for landing. There it is. I can close the screen.
Go and contact Charlotte Tower, 118.1. Have yourself a fantastic night.
All right, contact the Charlotte Tower, 118.1. Thank you for the great ATC. You have a good night.
As well, sir.
Delta 939 Alpha, fly runway heading, runway 18 center, good up.
Delta 939 Alpha, fly runway heading, runway 18 center, for takeoff.
Charlotte Tower, American 2578 on the visual runway 18 right.
American 2578, Charlotte Tower, good evening, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 18 right. All right, we're clear to land. Get down. Flaps set to 40. We're gonna 3, 2 is what we said. And as you can see, the speed is dropping now. To the Queen City. Oh, we still got a tailwind. Why? Okay. All right, everybody. We are clear to land. Everything is set. Yep, flaps full. Let's go. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Runway 18 right is a 9,000 foot runway. We're going to go ahead and take control of this aircraft right now.
1,000.
I'm taking. Come on, baby. Come on. You got it. Still on the glide
Delta
slope.
939 Alpha, turn right heading 240, contact departure tree. Right 240, contact departure tree.
Come on, baby. I see you.
Minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
Touchdown. Reversers. Welcome to Charlotte, everybody. Nice landing. Nice landing. Since we're between the runways, we're going to stay with tower. Nice landing. Very smooth. You'll get to see that replay just a little bit. Left back up. Great landing. Great landing.
American 2578, welcome to Charlotte. To the right we have Sierra Echo, cross runway 18 center, Sierra.
Sierra Echo, cross runway 18 center to the Bravo gates, 2578. All right now we're currently on Sierra. I could have let my brakes down. Nice flight over. Nice flight. I'm very happy with that. Now the sim wants to freeze up a little bit, seeing the scenery. It's okay. We've already landed, so it's all good. He'll figure it out. That buffering will slow down. I'm glad I didn't land towards the airport. Good grief, I'm struggling like this. I'm just gonna fly a different aircraft for y'all when that time comes. Probably gonna lose the network in just a little bit. A little bit of lag. Nice little tech. I could have landed runway 18 center, been right there by the terminal, but I decided to be a little difficult tonight. Nice flight, y'all. Now you kind of see what this is all about. You'll get to see the landing, and just shortly once I get past this, he gave me clearance to cross runway 18 center. That's right ahead. As you can see the blinking lights right there warning you about runways ahead. Then we're going to turn on Echo. Here's the runway. Echo. It has to be the plane that's not optimized then. It's not even a heavy signal. we're going to turn to the Bravo gates. Bravo gates are right ahead here. All right. To the Bravo gates. All right. We're going to creep a little bit further. We are here in Charlotte. Everybody, what a awesome flight. We are here in Charlotte. I think tower's on. Tower, American 2578 at the gate. Thank you for the ATC.
No problem, give me a minute.
All right, everybody, we're disconnected from the Vatsim Network. I'm going to show you the replay real quickly. What an awesome flight. Glad that everybody who was able to see it enjoyed it. That was a landing rate of 177, which is actually very, very good. Very firm. Didn't try to float the baby to death. People try to get what they call a butter landing a lot of times, but I try to sit it down in a certain area. So I'll give you a chance to see that landing. Because the runway is not, runways are, a lot of people think runways are like totally flat. No, this is not totally flat. It starts uphill and goes downhill. So flaring this, I flared it and then I kept my eyesight down. See how it dips? Touch. Look at that. That is a gorgeous landing. That, as you can see, the runway goes back uphill. So runways in the real world are always totally flat. Most pilots will tell you, especially go to Europe, a lot of them are not flat at all. And so it's just keeping your eyes on a specific spot. But this was a great landing, firm landing, right in the money. Very happy with that. Great landing. Absolute great landing. Hit those brakes hard. One more time. I'll give you from the back of the plane. Actually, I'll give you from the runway. How about that? How about that? Down the ILS. The one thing I did not want to do, I didn't do, was not float. Keep the ILS, follow it. go. But yeah, runways are not always flat. I give you one more view. I call it passenger. I call this the passenger. This is what typically passengers see from the window. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. This ends our stream. We'd like to thank you for joining me tonight. It is a unique stream as I don't typically do late night streams, but please make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. It is totally free, and you'll get the content from me and the boys doing flights. The boys will probably be doing their flights this week coming up, this next week coming up. And you never know when I'll go live with something really, really special. So, I thank y'all so much for joining me, and y'all have a great night as you get to see my lovely 757, American 757 luxury liner, taxi to the gate here at Charlotte. Y'all have a good night. One more and we'll call it a night. It's a gorgeous piece of machine. All right, y'all have a good night from Charlotte.